Hey, kid folk, welcome to Keeping It Neat Live High Roller Sip Along. I am Derek, Executive Bourbon Steward.
And I'm Nick, Certified Bartender.
And we are coming at you live tonight with many debates, many discussions.
We've got a lot of
problems,
solutions?
Yeah. I don't think any solutions, unless it's microwaved, maybe, or heated up at least beforehand.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we've got a lot of questions.
We have a lot of problems.
We have a lot of problems. Who knew?
We barely made it tonight.
We did. We were like, really, this is the closest we have ever cut it this evening. Like, literally, I was setting up like 5 minutes ago, getting my computer going to get this all hooked up and running, and that was close.
I mean, usually we're within 20 minutes. Like, usually we're set up. We look around, we go, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like, we got time to kill.
We've got some time here, but no,
not tonight.
No.
We pulled up 20 minutes of.
Yeah, we did. We did pull up, and we were literally getting in here was 5 minutes of.
And all because of a sandwich.
Yes, it was all because of a sandwich. The sandwiches screwed us over.
How do you say it? Bond me? A bond me sandwich.
Bond me.
They bonded me to then give me my sandwich.
Bond me. Bond me. A Vietnamese sandwich is what you had.
Oh, that's what I had.
Hey, Tracy, how you doing?
Are you sure? Were we at the same
sure.
restaurant?
No, Tracy just said hi.
Oh, Tracy. Oh,
yeah, Tracy said hi, guys. Tracy, if you can go into the StreamYard and just hit the little approval link. For whatever reason, it kicks everybody out every month. I got to ask about that.
For everyone.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
But
I can see you on this. Mike Nunes is in. Others watching. Rebecca Alves is here, I guess. I don't know where she is, but hey, Beck, how you doing? Wow, 18 people already.
Everyone's got to do the comment thing. Unless you're on YouTube, because YouTube,
Michael Drillette's here. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Yeah. If you haven't yet, folks, above where you logged in on the Facebook group, there's a StreamYard permissions. Just allow the permissions in order for us to see your comments on our end so we can communicate with you throughout the
Hey,
the entire
Darren,
show.
how you doing? Darren's in. Yeah, it's just weird because it doesn't... I don't know why. I tried to ask it the last time they had a thing. StreamYard has a thing weekly where they do on Sundays, and I try to ask them, but it's like they have so many comments. It's like you just get buried, so it doesn't... My comment didn't come up. I was like, why does everyone have to put their permissions in like almost every month to get... so that we can see who the person is.
Yeah.
YouTube and on Twitter, you're fine, but for whatever reason, Facebook requires you have to fill out that permissions thing every month or whatever it is. So just do that so we can see, who's commenting. Got Mike Nunes, Jared Alves, hola. We got Mikey Nunes, hola. Hello, everybody. Jacob Portugal. Hey, what's up?
Been a while.
John Giza's in. Hello, sir. And actually, this month, Nick, was our latest participant. We had one person that got in literally yesterday. I mailed it out yesterday, and it got to them today.
On the doorstep.
On the doorstep today at 4.
They had a late meeting. They were nervous.
A very late meeting.
They got home. It was there and said, we got it. And I criticized them on Monday. I said, shame on you. But you made it. You're here. We're glad you're here tonight.
Yeah.
I won't throw out the name, but I'm happy you're here.
We got Mark Anthony's in. Hello. Yeah, that's you, Mark. You know who Mark. We're talking about.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah,
glad you made it.
Glad you made it in.
And
glad
your dad.
Shout
out Tony D.
Yeah, and shout out
Tony,
to your dad.
welcome.
Glad you guys both got in for tonight's sip-along, and your sip-along actually got to you.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
It is.
But yes, now... in the comment section, if you'd like
let's
to...
review the sandwich thing.
Yeah, the sandwich thing that we had a big, huge debate about at dinner just before our live.
I'm a big sandwich guy.
The banh mi, which is a Vietnamese sandwich that includes pork, or perhaps this one had also brisket on it.
Well,
is it supposed to be served hot or cold? If you've ever had it before, put it in the comments down below.
So Bourbon Bay Becca got the pork. I got the beef brisket way, and we both went half and half to try both ways, and we're both stunned. It came out cold. I mean, completely cold. Nothing was hot on the sandwich.
No.
It actually seemed that the bread might have actually been pre-warm. The whole sandwich was like, right? It was like pre-made. It seemed. Yeah. And then it seemed like we just
it's like they took it out of the fridge and just showed it for you.
Unwrap the saran wrap. Which maybe they did, but like we need to know, is it supposed to be hot or is it supposed to be cold? Because this was a debate with the waitress.
All right, down. Hot. Oh, someone said hot. All right, sweet. Banh mi hot. Okay, John.
Jacob.
Jake,
hot meat, but everything else cold. See, that's what I.
That's the way it was supposed. We've seen it a couple of times that way. Down below, folks, you're going to see the actual sipping order for tonight. We're going to start out with the Murray Hill Club. So pour your Murray Hill Clubs right now. Get into those. That's going to be our first one up. I'm trying to find them, just like it's the first time I've ever used this thing. But yeah, we're doing the Murray Hill Club first. So pour those out right now. This is the lowest proof we're doing this evening. So we're going to start out with that one. Then we're going to build our palates up a little bit. If you just got into this, please give the permissions in the StreamYard right above where our sweet faces are right now. If you're coming into this on our Facebook group, just click the little permissions page so that we can see who's commenting. I can see on my actual phone, but I can't see when I pull the comments up. You're just pulling up as Facebook user. So that's almost everybody. We've had a couple of people. Paul Lavelli, you're one of them. You have to give the permissions again. I'm sorry, that's not me. That's StreamYard that makes me do that, unfortunately.
No, it's Derek.
Facebook user, Amos. Amos, you have to give permissions again, buddy. I'm sorry. Yep, yeah, I know you're Amos. I can see that, but that doesn't...
The high guy's up there. Above John. That's my mama.
Oh, that's your mama?
Hi, Mom.
Your mama? Mama.
And my stepdad, Tom.
Mama Boyle.
Hey, guys. Thanks
Mama
for joining.
Boyle, hello. Welcome to this evening, the High Roller Sip Along.
It's going to be fun.
It is interactive. It is interactive. You know, as we're sipping along, please put your comments down of what you're tasting, what you're getting out of this when we are sipping on it. I have to say, actually all three of these. I have tried Stagg Jr. before, and I've tried Booker's, different ones. But these tonight, these are all new for me. I have not tried any single one of these ever before. So for me, it's all brand new. I don't know about Mr. Nick here. But we're going to talk about the availability, the hype behind some of these. And what the price, the price gouging that you can receive on some of these if you don't know what you're looking for, if you're a newbie to the game.
We're all newbies at one point.
We are all newbies at one point.
And then you're here with
a shirt. And then you're here with a shirt. You're sitting behind a camera. You're telling people, they're actually watching you talking about drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
And this is the level we're at right now.
We made it.
But we made it. We made it because we bought a camera and we were able to just go on YouTube. So
and you're really good at it.
If you do it yourself, you can do this too.
You could do it.
You could.
Maybe not the same quality.
No, but this is a big week, actually. We've got a couple of
week.
things coming up. We've got the live tonight. Friday, if you are in our area, in the local southeastern Massachusetts, come on down to Lake.
It's a lot of quotes.
That is a lot. I was like,
Are you done? Are there more quotes?
Yeah, the more. Just a couple of more. Come on down to Mucky's on Friday this week from 4 to 7. We are going to be there with our friend Steve Robar from Cleveland Whiskey.
The guy himself.
The man himself. You remember him, the creepy dude that was down in his basement with the bright light over his head on the last lives that we had with no volume?
Live torturing on last episode if you didn't see it.
Hopefully the light bulb will be there above his head for the whole thing. Just,
the creaky, like...
just swinging back and forth, and he'll have a chainsaw in his hand. Try my whiskey.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Yeah. But we're going to be at Mucky's doing tastings of our blend.
Yep.
We'll be signing bottles. If you buy a bottle, we'll sign a bottle. We're also going to have some of our T-shirts. If you want to purchase one, we're going to have our T-shirts out.
Yes, we are.
You can get on. You can get your 5 minutes of fame, too. We're going to be going live that night. So
we're going to have a lot of things. 3 hours, but a lot of fun.
3 hours of me and Nick and Steve Robar just partying into up.
And Bourbon Bay Becca.
And Bourbon Bay Becca is going to be there, too. So you can get your picture with Bourbon Bay Becca. She's going to be wearing a bikini. That night she's gonna.
And then if you want one with me in the bikini, we'll make it happen.
We're gonna. There's a changing room. Nick will put the bikini on that night too. So we're gonna do it all. We're gonna have. Oh, hey, she's coming in. We didn't say you could come into the picture.
I have to stand on my tiptoes.
I know, right? Between us,
tonight.
You are short.
I am. Like, look, this is.
I know
you
really.
You could have at least worn the
right.
keeping a neat shirt that I gave you. That would have been nice. No, not that.
No.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
I can't.
So I know you really all just want to come on Friday to see me, not these two. So, feel free. I'll sign a bottle even though I had nothing to do with it.
Will this be the first time you've actually been at a function where you're signing something? Like, this will be my first autograph session.
We've signed a bottle before that we've sent out that people have won, but we've never been in person to sign.
I mean, that's going to be huge.
We'll sign your T-shirt if you buy one. We'll do
I'll
anything. We'll sign anything. We'll sign your forehead. Whatever you want us to sign, we're going to... in limits.
Wait.
Easy. Darren, we know you.
You'll have limits. I don't have limits. And I guarantee Tony will totally take advantage of
Tony
me.
will take advantage of this totally. So, Tony, I'm not going to even say T-shirts only. T-shirts and bottles. That's what we're signing on Friday. We'll do that, definitely. But, folks, if you haven't yet, pour out your Murray Hill Club. That's what we're starting with. We're going to get into. We're going to start talking about that right now.
Let's do it.
So, are you all ready to whiskey?
Ready and able.
That's what they said. I heard them.
I was plugged in. I gave them ample notice.
I gave them time. I like what you do.
Let's do it. Go on for the nose first, everyone.
Never tried this one before.
Same.
It's all new.
Plus, I think you said these 2 bottles are rare, and I know we'll get to that after. Not rare; they're just one of a kind. But
they are really one of a kind.
For the one we're doing, we both have never done this.
No, never done the Murray Hill Club.
Okay.
This was actually recommended by Bill at Mucky's.
Yes, this was actually recommended over the other bottle, which they also sell from this brand, which is Joseph A. Magnus. He still said you should do this one other than that one.
Okay.
But he did say that they all have another blend, which is their cigar blend. He said if you can get that one, do that one because that one's amazing.
Okay.
So maybe next time, folks. We don't know yet. We'll see. You know, the bourbon is the big thing right now. Everybody seems to like the bourbons when we do them.
And apparently, like, there is a whole market for the whole, like, cigar pairings.
The cigar pairings. We're actually going to be doing a cigar pairing coming up probably in August. We've got something coming up then. We're going to be doing a bourbon. We're going to be going a little live, doing some stuff going on.
The summer with keeping it neat is
it's going to be on fire this year.
Yeah.
It really is. We've got July 25th. We have a live at Mary Celeste. We're going to be doing a live blind tasting from 1 to 5. Well, we're going to be doing a blind tasting, but we're going to be there from 1 to 5.
Yeah.
For the South Coast Whiskey Society, the inaugural event is kicking off that day. So if you haven't joined them, sign up for the South Coast Whiskey Society so you can get some stuff. And also the Mary Celeste. Sign up for their newsletters and stuff that they send out. They always have something going on. They have Whiskey Wednesdays, which me and Nick are also going to do sometime probably end of July, maybe early August. If we can come up with a date, we'll be doing one of those. But let us know what you're getting on the nose, folks.
Put it right in the comments, and we're also going to do it with you. So here we go.
So Paul Lavelli said the Joseph A. Magnus was very... Thanks, Paul, for actually filling out that the StreamYard thing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for
we
following
got
directions.
Jacob Portugal. Cordial cherry up front on the nose.
Yeah,
that is a
cherry.
very
That's
specific.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, wait. We got Bill Kitcher. Nick in a bikini. Not sure. We're coming, but me not now.
Listen, Bill. Bill's going to say, we shouldn't go, and then he's going to show up
He's
by
going to
himself.
show up. He's going to want to be there.
Can we take that picture?
Can we get a picture with Nick in his bikini? It's okay, Bill. It's all right.
I think I got to go to Marshall's or something. I gotta get fitted.
You better get ready. You better do your waxing that you were talking about, the Brazilian.
Or not.
Ooh, just a little caveman on you.
All right.
A lot of fur. Someone gets black. Amos is getting black licorice, he says on there. So we've got cherry, some fruit notes. Jared Al says a ripe fruit note. Amos is saying black licorice. Cordial cherry was coming up from Jacob Portugal.
Oh, I went too deep.
Oh, man. Oversniffed. Oh, yes. If you want to fix if you go in too deep on the nose and you get that, you feel like you're burnt out in your nose, you can always reset yourself just by sniffing your dabbing.
Oh, sniffing?
Just
dab. I thought we were dabbing. In the
well, you can dab. You can call it a dab, but you just basically sniff your arm. That resets yourself. It actually works. I've done it many times myself. We learned that little trick a long time ago at a couple of different things that we have done. But yeah, it just resets your nose so you come back to zero. So when you go in too deep or you get too much, that's an easy way to reset it. So you're back to zero and you can start fresh.
Now, you always have a dominant nostril for what's it, like a 3-hour period, I think we said? 3-4 hours. And so you basically figure out, is it the left or the right nostril? But it can change. It's changed for me in the middle of the show, in past episodes before. So figure out which one's the most dominant nostril you're getting the most sense out of, and then comment below what you're getting out of it. So
Tony says, number 3, jet fuel with octane. 97.2. Well, there you go.
That's awesome.
It is. It does come in hot on the nose. You're getting a little bit of that alcohol up front. You're getting some of that.
That was my dirty.
But I burnt popcorn.
And my daughter actually burnt the popcorn.
Yep.
So that could be it.
Might be. John Giza says, right dominant nostril today. Excellent. Always know which one is your dominant nostril. That's the one you're working on.
Mine's the left right now.
Is it?
It's rare, but it's the left.
Yeah, mine's the left too.
So that's very rare. What are you getting?
I'm getting like a sweet. There is a fruit note in there. I can't really put it down. I'm gonna go kind of like an orchardy fruit, which could be a plum because it's on the tree and whatnot. I am getting some baking spices going on also, and like a caramely note in there too.
Yeah, I was getting a caramely note. Caramel vanilla.
No, caramel vanilla.
I I lean more towards like the cherry and the vanilla, but also there's like a weird like mint note back there or something. There's like a grassy tone that I can't pick out.
Darren says he's getting a little peaty note to it. Maybe he's getting some smoke on there, maybe a little bit of smoke charring going on. Thyme.
Like a lemony thyme.
Oh. The Bourbon Babe says thyme.
Thyme. A lemony thyme.
Oh, thyme. A thyme fruit saver or something. I don't know what you...
The time, like the year.
Like the time of the year?
The time of the year.
Oh,
or yes. The month.
The month. Today's the 16th. That's what she's getting. Today's the 16th.
On the dot.
On the dot today.
I'm smelling 8 p.m. This is why she doesn't come.
No, that's why.
I'm also getting a little bit of cinnamon in there.
Yeah, that baking spice is coming through there. You're getting some of those strong notes coming in. I'm going to go in for the sip.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cheers. Let's take a sip, folks. When you take your sip, make sure, swish it around a little bit, coat your whole mouth. You're basically numbing your palate and getting it ready to then take in the flavors.
Yes.
So you kind of, if you didn't do it just now, do it one more time. Just a little sip, swish it around for a second or two, swallow it, and then take a little deep breath in, almost like after a cool mint. Sometimes you do that. It helps bring out the flavors a little bit.
Faith says, tasty, spicy vanilla with pepper.
Yeah.
I can actually see that totally. Get
Tracy
that peppery note going on the back there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Faith really kind of, she got that one.
It's like a full mouthfeel, which I kind of like.
Faith also said, medium. She said currant and spicy on the nose. We got, who's this one? This is Mike Noon. Got a bite to it? Nope. Oops, sorry, wrong one.
I don't know, mine hasn't loaded yet.
Okay. Bill Kitcher says spicy. Yes, it definitely has those.
Got a little bit of a kick.
The baking spices going on there big time. There is definitely some peppery notes going on in the background. Bourbon Babe Becca.
That's what I said. It's got a little.
Everyone is on
agree
that it's spicy. Got a little spice in there.
Yeah.
Spicy. Remember that guy? Remember the Dr. Pepper guy? He slid across on his knees with the guitar. Spicy.
I remember.
What a job.
He made more money than us in
one commercial.
In one commercial.
All right, I'm getting a combination of
big time spice. Stone
cinnamon
is a
red
lifesaver
hots
on this guy.
And cherry cough syrup.
What was that?
Cinnamon red hots. And
cinnamon red hots and cinnamon cherry cough syrup.
That's my combination.
Mark Anthony says he got some vanilla on there too. Mike Noons is getting pepper spice like a rye in there. John saying long finish for me. It has a good finish to it.
I'm getting the vanilla. I'm getting
Paul says
cinnamon.
Very nice.
I'm getting very good pepper notes. That's where I'm at the moment.
Pepper notes.
Well, a little vanilla in there.
Did you taste citrus? Darren wants to know if anybody got a citrus note in there. Has anyone hit like a citrusy kind of maybe the either rind, orange, lemon, something along those lines? I'm imagining. Ooh, it's got a very nice nose, and the palate is very smooth for me. While it does have some proof to it, I am getting it. It's smooth. It's not spiky in any way. It's like it kind of just carries through all the way to the back of the tongue. It's not like wham. It's not like you get that high note and then a down. It's very even all the way across.
It's only actually on the front of my tongue. I'm actually not even getting a lot on the back of the palate. Besides the heat back here, I feel like it's a lot of the flavors up front on the front of your mouth.
Okay.
And it's very tasty, but it's very like peppery, and
it does have those pepper notes. I will agree with everyone that said the pepper notes. I am getting that pepperiness on the back of the tongue.
And it's sometimes hard to like break through that, and that's why you have your full sample. Like keep doing it. If you want, you'll see us do it in a few minutes. We'll add a little bit of water in there. It breaks it up. It opens it up a little bit sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes.
It'll open up different flavors.
So it'll open up different flavors.
Different stuff will kick in. Yeah. Now this one is, I don't know if it's hard to find. Like almost every liquor store I've gone into has the Murray Hill Club. They also have the Joseph A. Magnus that's there, the other bourbon that they do. This is a blended bourbon. This one is a 13, an 11 year, and a 9 year. They blend together to come up with this one. Okay. They say a light whiskey is the 9 year, so the age statement on this one would be, because of you have to go by the youngest that they blend with it, would be, so it's 9 years old So this is a 9-year-old bourbon, basically, is what you're dealing with. As far as price-wise with this, all over the place.
Yeah.
I have seen this one as high as, I want to say, $130 a bottle.
I'd guess 45.
45?
Maybe.
That's not right.
This is why we play the guessing game.
The guessing game is all over the place. This has been at $130 a bottle.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually dropped down since then. It's actually come down to a price more where I believe it should be at, and it's still a little bit high for what I think it is. It should come down probably another $20 a bottle.
Wow.
So, and then it would be, I think, in the price range where it should be at, but
of
where
the high rollers.
For the high roller, but for what it is.
Yeah.
That's where I think it should be. I think it's still like about $20 overpriced.
Okay.
And the thing is, on top of that, I know it's also a sourced whiskey. So on top of that, knowing that it's sourced and they're not actually making it themselves, they're just blending it.
Yeah.
But it's also 13 and 11 and 9 years. So you've got some aged whiskey going on in there too. So you've got those ages, which drives the price up on barrels when they are buying it.
Yeah.
So things to consider when you go like that. Someone said
the
Mike
nose
Nunes,
is fantastic.
85-ish. Mike, you're in that range. Yes, it's very close to that. Peace and Wealth Seekers. Hey, how you doing? Coming in from YouTube. Cheers, sir. We've got my local. John says 105. That's like in the ball range right now where it's at. It's actually dropping down. So in that ballpark is very close. Tracy Roll. Very different from any other bourbons I've tasted. Okay. Rebecca, what does she say? What's Rebecca Al saying? When I go back to the nosing, I get a musty grape smell. It's got a nice... I'm getting that barreling. There's some oak going on in there, definitely in the background, the more you keep going back. But it's also becoming more sweet on the nose for me every time I go back to it.
That's where... I'm getting a lot of that candied sweet notes on the nose.
And I'm liking... Paul Lavelli says he's liking it the more as he's sipping it along, and I agree with you.
Mash bill, yes, because I'm guessing it's got a lot of malted barley.
Mash bill? Okay, well...
Paul wants it.
Well, Paul, I'm afraid to tell you because I just did the notes today, and Ice Cube brings out the cinnamon on my side. Orange rind in there. So John says that he's getting some orange, so going along with it, what Darren had said earlier about the citrus, so getting that citrus note. Faith Martin's going along with it. Becca said, some Red Hots going on in there. Don't forget, it's very nice. Got a very good finish. Not too complex, but it lingers in it, and he likes it. Very nice, very nice.
I'm okay with it.
You're just okay with it.
Yeah, I'm just like, at,
huh?
For me and my palate, I'm okay with it.
You put a little water in there.
Okay.
And see what happens with it, because my dropper's over there, and it's too far away for me to get. So I'm just going to add some water. Some H2O, folks. For you, that's why we do this. We add the H2O for our viewers.
Yes.
Because we love you all.
I'm not kidding. I think my nose is changing. Like, as we speak.
His nose is changing.
Yeah.
It's not the same nose he started with tonight, folks.
My left's all blocked. It could be pollen.
Well, it could be. Once the ice melts and the alcohol burn dissipates, it's really enjoyable. Definitely writing this one down. Jeff likes this one. Okay. Amos, yes, I smell the sweet now. Yeah, it changes up as you keep it in the glass. You know what I mean? Every time you go back, you're getting more of those sweet notes to it. That's what I really find.
Yeah.
When you get that alcohol starts to dissipate and you go back in, you get more of those vanilla-y, caramely, brown, sugary notes that come through. Maybe it's pollen. Maybe that's what you're smelling. Just pollen. Thanks, Darren. Definitely enjoying it more with an ice cube. Okay, so the ice cubes are the big hit for this one. A little bit chilled. Someone actually,
chilled?
I think Jacob Portugal had said that he liked it with a stone in there.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the whiskey stone.
The whiskey stones, just cool it without diluting it, so you can always add water later.
Yeah. Go watch our Christmas episode. The Christmas gifts to give.
Yeah, gifts to give.
It's always a great episode. I'm actually getting like a toffee note.
Toffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
After adding the water in, it's something about it. Fresh toffee.
Fresh toffee, not that old stuff that, Mom used to keep around. The fresh toffee that she took off of guests.
The fresh toffee.
Oh my goodness. That's a good. I actually enjoy that one. Okay, so let's break out the notes on it.
Which weirdly, I think I like it a little bit more with the water in it.
All right. Unfortunately, Paul, I hate to disappoint you because the mash bill on this one, because it is a sourced whiskey from Indiana, which is probably MGP. Thank you, Bourbon Bay Becca. MGP, which is like the huge producer of whiskeys for everybody that wants it. Okay. It's 103 proof. It's 51.5% alcohol. The age is 9 years because that's the youngest bourbon that's put in this one when they blend it. The mash bill is undisclosed, so we don't know what the mash bill is because we don't know what the blend. They're using 3 different whiskeys in there, so it's all over the place. Bum, bum, bum. Joseph A. Magnus is the distillery, and the parent company is actually its sourced whiskey. So, okay. This was originally started by Joseph A. Magnus in 1892. The company focused on producing whiskey until Prohibition took hold, which pretty much killed like a lot of the distilleries at that time. Yeah. Afterwards, the brand was revitalized in 2015. The company now focuses on blending and finishing techniques initially employed by Joseph Magnus. It's out of DC, I believe, from the stuff I had read today. Now, this is a true bourbon blend crafted using the same techniques Joseph Magnus used to create the original pre-Prohibition spirit more than 100 years ago. It artfully marries an 18-year, I'm sorry, it said 13, but that might be a typo because I saw 13, an 18-year, an 11-year-old, and a 9-year-old light whiskey to deliver notes of butterscotch, honey, toffee, autumnal.
I thought you were going to say octopus. I don't know why you're like octa.
I'm trying to pronounce this. Autumnal baking spices, vanilla and char, with a hint of black pepper. So people that did say pepper, you were correct.
You all did it.
You all did it. That lingers through a softly spiced and toasted finish. So you're getting a little toastiness in there. So you were all correct. There was a lot of right answers in there for this one, definitely. The price that we paid for this when we got it was $99 a bottle. $99. So it's $100, and like I said, it's come way down. It's actually dropped over $30 a bottle. I think this should be about in the $70, $75 range for what you're getting out of it. Yeah. But I understand 18-year and all that now that, you know, you're getting a lot of those. Those are pricier because they've been sitting around for a lot longer, those bourbons. So that's what's driving that price up. But at the $130 price point, I don't think they were selling. So they've slowly dropped it down. Now it's about $99. $89 I've seen it some places, but $99 is like the going price point for it.
Okay.
So if you want it, $99, and guess where I got it, folks?
Where?
Mucky's Liquors.
Oh, who would have known? Guess where we're going to be Friday night?
Guess where we're going to be on Friday night?
Mucky's Liquors.
So even if, you know, when you're there, you can pick up, they have a huge whiskey selection, folks, all over. But while you're grabbing our bottle.
Honestly, they have the best whiskey
they
selection.
They really do. They have a very
diverse
diverse collection. He's very knowledgeable. Go down there, go see Billy, definitely.
Come see us.
Come see us on Friday night. But any other night of the week, you can go see Billy during the week. You know, he's there all the time. Definitely talk to him or his staff. They're all very knowledgeable. But yeah, come on Friday night and talk to Steve Robar and ask him why he's so creepy in his basement.
We'll only let him answer.
Yeah, we'll let him answer why he looked like that night because we don't know why. He just chose to put just a spotlight over his head and look like a creepy mass murderer that night.
In like the room with like the solo chair.
Yeah, his solo chair, and I was like,
what are you doing, pal?
And his volume didn't come through. It was just a bad night for him. It was a mess. But it was a great night for our Cleveland whiskey that night. He is a great. Yeah, it'll be a great time. Next one up on the board, folks. If you want, pour it out right now. We're doing the Bookers. Get into your Bookers right now. Bookers. We're going to pour out some Bookers. The Bookers Boston batch. Now, this is a 2020. This is their second edition. They did 3 last year in 2020. Sometimes they do 4 releases. This one was their second release from 2020. He was, Mr. Booker was one of the first one. Well, he started doing a lot of the small batch stuff, and he considers these small batches. He starts breaking them out, and so that's several releases a year. Like I said, this one was the second release. Usually, like I said. But last year there were 3 releases. This year I don't know how many. He may do 4, possibly, but usually it's about 4 they do a year for releases for the Bookers. And they change the name up on them every year. This was the Boston batch. Now, I got this one. Me and the Bourbon Babe were actually driving around looking for whiskeys. Shocking, I know.
Really? That's what you do?
That's what we do. We were in New Hampshire for this one. We actually picked up 2 bottles of this in New Hampshire with the specific purpose of using it for a live at some point in time. Didn't know when we'd do it, but
and look at where we are.
And here we are.
We get the Boston batch in New Hampshire.
Yep, we got the Boston batch in New Hampshire because I bought the Boston batch. The irony of the Boston batch, it has nothing to do with Boston.
Okay.
But, so you would think...
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
Because I did the notes today, so I read all about it.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah. So we're getting into that one. So pour them out, your Booker's Boston batch. Get them in your glasses, and let's go in on the nose, folks, and see what we got.
Cheers.
Wow, different nose, totally.
God, that smells so good.
It's just in a different direction. A lot more alcohol in the nose for me on that one. I just went in a little too deep on that one myself.
Do it.
Yep, sniffing myself because I smell good. I showered today, folks.
Ooh.
Yeah, lemony fresh. Lemony fresh.
Lemony fresh.
Lemony fresh.
That's what you
I
use
use
for
lemons and fresh.
In the
It
shower.
burns. Be careful. Be careful with
squirts
lemons.
On them.
Yes, it does.
And he uses them afterwards to then scrub.
Yes, to scrub. Scrub yourself up. Absolutely.
All right.
Exfoliate. Do all that stuff.
Exfoliating. Man, I got to learn your whole routine.
There's a whole routine to it, buddy. It's not just, showering.
That's how you're so smooth.
That is how I'm so smooth.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's get into the bourbon.
I don't even shave. It's just the hair just falls this way.
It's just falling out.
I want a
now.
goatee this weekend. Pow. That's it.
Oh, so it also helps rejuvenate your beard.
Yes, it does. It's actually good for nutritional wise for the beard. I don't know.
Okay.
You could use some lemon.
I'm going to tell you, I probably could use some lemon in here.
Do you use any beard products?
I used to. I haven't in a while.
Really? I know some people swear by them.
I used to, when my beard was long, I used to even use like a straightener.
Really?
I had a full, I straightened the beard, and then I would use the whole like oil and everything, and I dollied it up. It smelled fantastic.
Dollied it up.
And it felt fantastic. But no, I mean, ever since I trimmed it down and try to keep it this length, no, I don't use much product anymore.
All right. I didn't know because I know big
some
beard
people are huge,
some are huge until they have that beard balm.
They use the rejuvenate, so it just keeps them
bigger and bigger. And it straightens it out. It
Not
gives it nutrition and it helps it out and all that. My little goatee, which won't be around much longer, but it's for the show for Friday night, folks. You're gonna get to see it. Maybe for Father's Day, I'll keep it, and then after that, it's gonna go. But
I've been blessed with the beard since
1892.
No,
just Prohibition.
Wow, before you were even born.
Yeah, it was just there. I just owned
they said Nick when they were making me. They said Nick Boyle beard. And I've never gotten rid of it. So.
All right, well that's cool. Jared Al says a roasted nut nose. John Geyser says a pecan pie. So you're going with those nuttiness. Mike Nunes definitely says nutty. Paul Lavelli says a sweet brown sugar.
Yep.
With the Boston twang. I like it.
Did he really write it like sugar?
Yeah, sugar.
I love it.
S-U-G-A-H. I love it, Paul. Loving the nose on the Booker's. Banana nut bread. Oh.
I love banana.
So the nuttiness is kind of coming through with this one for everybody on
the
this
nuttiness,
one. I like
the brown sugar, that's right there.
Faith, definitely a burnt brown sugar and banana nuts. Okay. Wow. Rebecca Alves.
I know, there's not much more, though. Like, that's really...
Oh, Abel.
Nailed it.
Someone asked about Abel, I guess.
Cinnamon.
Asked
what about Abel?
I don't know. I guess someone must have asked.
Jeff wanted to know what was up with the armadillo. It was a holiday he didn't notice.
Oh, no. There's no armadillo holiday. The Abel is our mascot. He has been around.
Let's take it back.
Well, you can't because the original Abel is broken and has a burnt back because of Nick. Okay. But originally...
I break everything in this place.
He does. Nick does break everything.
I'm not allowed to really touch much because I walk in and break stuff.
Yeah,
so
Abel is our mascot. He has been with us since the very beginning. He was a vintage 1972 candle all the way from Texas. That's what he originally started out as.
That belonged to.
Huh?
That belonged to.
Yeah.
Grumpy Uncle Abel.
I said that. It was Uncle Abel's. He belonged to Grumpy Uncle Abel that had it. And I remember him having this candle forever. Since when he lived in New Bedford and then moved to Fairhaven, he's always had the candle. So when the apartment condo / studio became available, we rented it out to Mr. Nick. and we said, you have to keep this. And we had some like raccoons on a log, I think was one of the candles we had.
I think, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And I burned that one too.
Yes, he did. So we said, you have to keep Abel.
Don't give me candles, I'll burn
We even called it Abel at the time. You have to keep Abel because he comes with the apartment and the condo. So we had dinner with Nick one night, and Nick decided that the ambiance was needed. So he started burning a hole in the back of Abel, so it slowly burnt its way through for our dinner night. So after that, I actually found another vintage 1972 candle that I purchased to be our new mascot.
Yeah.
Which Nick promptly broke within 3 to 5 episodes of coming into when we started
The
this.
same night.
Yeah, no, not the same night. This was when we started recording for our videos.
Oh, okay.
Within, like, I think the first eight episodes, he put it up on his shoulder, thought he was a pirate, and was going to have his, armadillo pirate pal. Nope, that lasted all 3 seconds, fell off, both ears flew off into the distance, and it was broken, and it was a travesty. So
we gasped.
We did gasp, and so this is what Abel looked like after Nick was done with him.
So
we had the earless
Abel
that broke and was done for.
Done. So this is the Abel.
Thing is, we found that ear.
Yeah, we found the ears. We have them
6
somewhere.
months later.
6 months later, we found the ears for him and everything like that. So it was kind of crazy. But then we had him refurbished and remade into a piece of pottery.
Yep.
Which is the new Abel, which we have back here, which we don't let Nick ever touch. Only I can touch, and Bourbon Babe can touch this Abel, which we had done by a lovely lady who makes pottery and does this professionally. We actually did a special on that with her and her revitalizing Abel and bringing him back. She did an amazing job capturing his essence as we have it. And so this is the new Abel. This is our new one. This is one that we got for a Christmas present. He's actually like good size to hold bottles and glasses. So we have him do that quite regularly. But we have our porcelain Abel goes back over here where Nick never touches, and Nick is allowed to touch the plastic Abel. That if he does drop it or break it, it's okay. It's okay. He'll bounce back.
Me and the
so that's the story of Abel, our mascot, and that's why he's on our T-shirts. We have him on the back of all of our T-shirts. Abel, he rides it out. There he is. He's on the back. It's our mascot. We always have Abel, which I know seems like a weird mascot to have in Massachusetts because there's no armadillos lurking in the woodlands.
But it's our story.
It's our story, and it's ours alone. And he helped paint this apartment.
He did.
He did a great job.
He did.
I'll have to link that one down below if I can remember. I put this mark in there at 37.25.
Wow.
Yeah, that's never going to be remembered. But it sounds good anyway.
Because you'll never revisit it.
No. Yes, you do need to pay attention more. Definitely, Jeff. There's a whole backstory to this.
They're really in old episodes. You have to go
that's
back.
Like the beginning. That's way in the very first.
If you go back and watch what we used to produce from where we are now,
you used to see our legs in videos. Show. We don't have legs in videos anymore. We're all just an upper torso now.
No, the legs are a special episode.
You'll see our legs on Friday if you come.
If you come to Mucky's, we got the legs.
I already tasted very nice little burn on the tongue, but smooth going down. Okay.
I'm getting wicked like candied like nuts. Like if you're at like a fair and you got like you ordered some candied nuts, right?
Yep.
Like just your fresh nuts in a bag. Delicious. That's what I'm smelling.
You want my nuts in a bag?
Off air.
They'd be fresh.
As long as you showered first.
Yeah, lemony fresh.
I can't get much more.
All right, let's go in. Take a sip. Some people are already
sipping. Maybe a little caramel.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Definitely got some proof to it. Oak in there, definitely.
Delicious.
It's very tasty, actually.
Wow.
Because once you get past that, it really kind of just smooths out in the back. It's got that high spike in the front.
It doesn't have any burn, which was great. It was more of like in the mouth at first. Up front. Like, you knew the alcohol was there, but it didn't like burn you, which is nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. The Booker's is always good. This is another one of those ones that you can find out a lot. And again, it's a different release. They do it every quarterly usually. You'll get a different release of them. And the price varies. It's all over the place depending where you go. Like some people want to gouge you for it, but on average it's about, I think like $90 a bottle for this one usually. For any one of the Bookers.
I was going to say Bookers, I'd guess probably like, $86, $90, yeah.
It's definitely worth it. And some, obviously when you're getting these, some are better than others. You'll get some more sweeter notes and because it's always a different batch. when you're digging into this one. So it'll always be a different, and it's always different proofs too. So you get higher proof or lower proof, and the proofing is all over the place with these, just because they are barrel proof. So whatever it is that's how it's coming out. They're not watering it down in any way, shape, or form.
It's like my mouth is just, abundance of flavors right now. It's wonderful. I love
some
this.
cherry going on. Paul says we got vanilla. Almost creamy. I wish it had a longer finish. I agree with you on that one, Paul. It kind of does. It's like that mid-range. It just kind of
see you later.
Peters out right at the end.
But it's nice when you first sip it. You're like, wow, there's so much going on. And then I feel like it's like, see you later, pal.
Darren, I agree with you. When you first sip this, that front of the tongue, because of all that alcohol that's going on in there, that proofing, that front of your tongue, it just numbs it right away. But then once you let it settle in, you definitely get that finish coming through on it.
John, it's Amos, the anti-mullet.
Because Amos said it's all in the front and nothing in the back.
The anti-mullet.
It's the anti-mullet.
Good
job, guys.
Honestly,
excellent.
Awesome.
That is amazing.
That
for
is
both
so
of you.
good.
It is all.
Oh my god, that is like the perfect description.
All business up front, party in the back.
Yep.
It's I like it. Great job, guys.
Awesome.
Oh man, you guys should have a show.
I'll
Hey,
tune in.
Tony's in. What's up, Tony? I know
Tony,
you work tonight, buddy.
You missed what I'm signing on Friday night when you come. Mm-hmm. You'll have to go backwards.
Yeah, you'll have to go backwards. You'll have to watch from the beginning when you get to sign Nick's bikini.
I'm so glad I wasn't sipping.
Maybe he'll even Brazilian for you. We don't know yet, though. He's still up in the air about that one. So
so that's like a lot of baking spices.
Yeah, there's the baking spice, but I can see the vanilla note in there that a lot of people, the nuttiness up front on the nose that everyone was getting.
Yep.
Yeah, that nuttiness is definitely there. This one is nice. It really is. It's not as intimidating as you think it would be for 126 proof or whatever it is, something like that. It's up there in the proofing. Should say right up 62.
Yeah, 126 proof.
Yeah, so it's
63%.
Yeah,
well, 0.25, but aged. Well, I know we'll do the mash bill in a minute. Yeah, but 6 years, 3 months, and 10 days to the dot.
Yeah. So
cool. Booker's is always fun.
Booker's is always fun. It's always a different experience when you get the Booker's. So definitely if you're ever out, we always say this. If you find it and you're thinking about buying something, the problem is that it's tough to find individual different Bookers. Like you can pick up, like if this one right now, probably won't be able to find it out unless it's left on a dusty one on the shelf somewhere for leftovers. But the Bookers are definitely worth it. If you're ever out at a bar and they have a Booker's and it's one that you haven't tried, definitely worth the try. They don't really go too much usually for pours on these. It's usually like in the $20 range, I think, is a pour for a Booker's for the most part, which is a decent price for it, which they're making their money on it. So, but it's also, you compare the two, like, how much you're going to go back to the Booker's and, drink it. So is it worth, to pay $20 for it now or $120 for the bottle, if that's what the price is, just to try it and try that individual Booker's itself. So you get a different expression. That's nice. The more I drink it, the more I'm enjoying it.
I was going to say, I'm really enjoying it.
Who's this? Yes, the little books are amazing also. Now, the little books also run a little bit higher of a price tag when they get it. It's also made by the nose. It comes out, but it's a different expression, but it's also, it's a little bit pricier. It's a little bit more of it's even a smaller batch, I guess you could call it. But yeah, I agree with you, Jacob, on that one, that the little books are very good also. Rebecca Alves, what does she say? Like rosemary or Christmas tree pine?
I think your brother said that too. I'm getting pine.
I was getting pine on there.
Yeah, I was getting that on the nose. I was getting that on the nose a lot.
See, you know what, dude? I just caught myself with my pinky out again, and I'm like, I tried to catch myself
I can't
every
even
time.
imagine what I do with my hands. You know that? Like Ricky Bobby when he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Every time I'm like catching myself, I'm going up for a sip, and I see the pinky, and I'm like, oh, put it down,
like,
put it down. I used to catch ourselves on a lot of the videos. I was like, put that down. What are you doing? It just seems like the right way when you're holding a Glencairn to put your pinky out, when you're sipping on it.
There's a slight moment right before the spice kicks me in the throat that I feel like I get like a... God
Kicks me in the
like a vanilla frosting, which is kind of nice, but then the spice kicks in with the cinnamon, so it kind of like overpowers it. But it's very nice. It's very light, which I like.
John's actually got an interesting take on this. He says definitely a bit opine, but like with a West Coast IPA.
Oh,
so that's kind of specific with that one. He's going with the West Coast, I guess, more along that lines. I mean, I like IPAs, but more along the lines of New England IPAs. I usually drink when I'm sipping along with those.
I like bringing the beer aspect into that. I like that.
I honestly, 90% of the time when I'm drinking a whiskey, I usually have a beer. It's usually a beer and a bourbon, or whatever I'm drinking or sipping along. I always have a beer with it, and it's usually always an IPA. That's what I like to drink. Is IPAs.
You love an IPA.
I do enjoy an IPA. Yeah. You are all over the place. You are like the wild card with everything. With whiskey, with beer, with everything.
Everything. You take me out, I guarantee you'll never guess what I'm going to order.
No, I could never guess.
Did you know what I was going to order out tonight?
No, I did not.
No, who knew I was going to order a Prosecco on tap?
No, I did not know a Prosecco on tap was going to be what you ordered.
I mean, that was literally because of the title. I was like, I have to try.
We're going to try Prosecco on tap. Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you try Prosecco on tap?
Well, Nick would, because I was looking. Here's the thing. I literally grabbed the beer list, and if there's not on there, I ask, what do you have on tap for IPAs? Nick goes, what do you have on tap for Proseccos?
I didn't say that. What's your Prosecco tap like?
Yeah, what's your Prosecco tap looking like? Maybe I'll lead with that. He goes, it's a bit dry. He was even commenting on the Prosecco itself.
I was breaking it down.
He was breaking it down into its base form. I mean,
you have to.
It's different. Honestly, when you start getting into whiskey and you start breaking whiskeys down, you break everything down.
I started breaking down the food. Yes. I felt like a prude. Because I felt like I was breaking everything too much.
IPAs,
but it was necessary. Go back to the sandwich at the beginning of this.
The sandwich. Yeah, when you watch this video again, because everybody loves to watch it. The banh mi.
Banh mi.
Good Lord, how hot is that? The banh mi. The bond with me.
We could sing a song and bond
Some people
together.
did say it was supposed to be hot, which I agree that sandwich needs to be hot. It was
cold sandwich.
Biting into that cold. Nope, don't like it at all. It felt like it was made yesterday and just unwrapped for you to be served with you right now. Yeah, it was terrible.
Dinner sandwich.
That wasn't a dinner sandwich. That was a lunch sandwich.
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. There you go. I think there's a song about that, Jared. IPA is where it's at. John says yes. Beer before liquor every time. That's the motto. Beer before liquor. Isn't it never? You'll never be sicker.
Something like that. I don't trust.
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
I think so.
That's. It doesn't matter that way. It all depends on the amount.
Beer before liquor, never be sicker. Liquor before beer.
No, it's the other beer before liquor. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those.
Comment below.
Comment below on what it's supposed to be.
I don't
because
follow
it's
rules.
all a lie. The rules are all different.
I break all the rules.
It's all matters in consumption.
Matters who you are, really.
Honestly. A 750 milliliter bottle of liquor before you drink beer, you're going to be sick. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Is Nick a what? Is Nick bougie?
So is Nick bougie. Yeah, Nick is very bougie.
Listen,
when
you're
ordering
Prosecco on tap,
he's very bougie.
You watch
That's
out.
a bougie of another level.
I mean, I literally only ordered it because it was on them. I've never seen that before. If you've seen Prosecco on tap, tell me where, because I was so mind blown on that one. I had to try it.
It was interesting because he was very, very pumped about Prosecco on tap.
So if you haven't yet, comment below, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook, comment below what you're getting in here because I'm about to read the notes.
Jacob says no rules.
We also didn't do water, so we have to do that.
Oh, here we go. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. So you go with the hard stuff.
Liquor before beer. Beer before liquor, never been sicker.
So,
all right, Mike Nunes, we trust
you.
you.
I'm trusting you, Mike. I've been out with you before, so I know. You're a professional.
All right. Mike's volunteered to test it out for everyone.
I've tested it out before, and I just can't remember because I drank it in the wrong
Because either way, you still woke up awful.
Yeah, I still woke up awful.
Yeah. All right.
Still golf, though, the next day because you have to.
Or go get Christmas trees.
Oh, Christmas trees. Yes, throwing up behind a Christmas tree in December is always awesome. When you go out drinking with your buddies the night before to go Christmas shopping. Memorable.
I want that story later.
You'll get it. Let me tell you. Santa Claus has got a story for you.
Santa Claus. It lightens the nose.
There's like 10 versions.
There is like a whole bunch of versions. Whiskey then beer, have no fear. Beer then whiskey, very risky.
Wait, who's that?
That
That's
is Michael
nice.
Drolet.
Michael Drolet. All right, so wait, whiskey then beer, have no fear. Beer
Then whiskey, very risky.
That makes sense.
Well, it's the same as the other one. It really is, you know.
I like it more though.
Well, it's all in the catchy rhyme, you know. You want to
like a good
rhyme.
rhyme.
It's rhyme time. You know what I mean, kids?
Time.
I'll just do a Boilermaker. Just mix them both together and throw them down at the same time. There you go, Bill.
Speaking of, this guy's last name is Boyle.
Yeah, Boiler.
Ha ha.
Prosecco.
Boiler Prosecco. Or make it a
like
Nicky Frisky. A Nicky Frisky.
A
Or
Nick
Nick Frisky.
Frisky.
Now we got to change it to Nicky Frisky.
Nicky Frisky. All
I
right,
love
we'll
it.
We'll
Wait,
make it-
what's a Nicky Frisky? Tony, tell me what a Nicky Frisky is.
Oh,
We'll do it on
boy.
Friday.
With the risky.
Oh, the risky Nicky.
Makes Nick
Wait, the
Frisky.
risky
Stars
Nicky on a
Rooftop
fricky?
in Charleston has a Prosecco on draft. Boyle, it's right up your alley. Look at this. Jacob Portugal has a place for you in Charleston. Got Prosecco on tap, ready to roll. He
I'm
nails
going to
it.
visit Jake.
There you go, Jake. Road
Ooh,
trip.
I've actually been dying to go to Charleston. I would love to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's on your.
Charleston's supposed to be gorgeous. It's supposed to be a great time.
Okay.
Great beaches, fun spots to pop in. Jake's there.
Jake is down there.
Who wants to come? Road trip.
Road trip to Charleston.
Kinfolk road trip? We've talked about it before.
We have talked about it,
Rent
King,
a
but we
bus.
want to go a lot of
Get
stuff.
on.
We want to do a lot of things on a road trip. We
got
want to
big
go
hopes.
to Cleveland, go see Cleveland whiskey, go see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Would be in.
Go up
Comment
to
below.
the what else is up there? Was the NFL? No, the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That'd be fun. I'd love the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That'd be a great time.
Would be great. Cleveland
So
rocks.
did the water open anything up for you?
For me,
Because I'm just getting a lot of sweeter
the
notes
baking
now.
spice, it's just super sweet on the nose when I added the water to it. You're getting a fruit note in there that's coming up in the back, and I can't really place it. But I think Faith had said banana nut bread. Now I'm getting that banana-ness. Banana-ness. But that's still not right.
Banana.
Banana-ness.
The nose smells better, but when you taste it with the water, I'm not a fan. I don't like it. I think it kills like the complexity of the flavors that was going on in the first place.
I think they're all still there. They're a little just more pronounced, maybe. Like you're getting them individually, whereas before they were more of a blended note. That I think with the water, for whatever reason, it's like here's a hard separation. You're getting cinnamon, you're getting brown sugar, vanilla, banana, some nuts.
All right, here's what we got.
All right.
Booker's Boston Batch. It was 126.5 proof, which is 63.25% alcohol, aged 6 years, 3 months, and 10 days. The mash bill is unknown. Another unknown. Distillery Jim Beam, parent company Beam Suntory. Suntory comes out with a lot for us.
Yes,
too,
it does.
so.
The Beam Suntory.
The batch is made up of barrels from 3 different production dates stored in 4 different rack houses in 6 different locations. Wow. The breakdown is as follows. I'm just going to kind of go quickly through this, not to bore you. 11% came from a 3rd floor. 33% came from a 5th floor. 27% came up from a 6th floor, and so on and so forth.
Blah, blah,
you
blah,
get
blah,
it.
blah, blah.
Basically, from each warehouse, a different level floor was then taken and then put into this. So it was all over the board. This will be a history-making batch since this person selected this batch. I almost read I. Selected this batch with the help from their son and the 8th generation Beam distiller, Freddie Doe. Freddie Doe.
Freddie Doo.
Do re mi. The color is a rich light brown
Sure.
that reminds me of the beautiful horses throughout Kentucky. The aroma contains vanilla, toasted nuts, and some hints of baking spices. I think we were all right there.
Yep.
The flavor's full, has a finish that could be enjoyed neat. There you go. We enjoyed tasting it and selecting the barrels on an unseasonably cool and rainy day. This batch is special to me, or this person, since they created it with their son to carry on their father's legacy and their distillery location. And the label inspiration
is actually from the area where it's actually the distillery is located is in Boston.
Yep.
In Kentucky. So it's actually the name of the town is where they came up with the name for this.
Nice.
So Boston is, and it's the Boston batch. So
Okay.
all right.
The color. our darkest and deepest amber and henna color.
Henna.
Taste, deep and complex flavors of vanilla, nuts, and oak, which we all said. The aroma was a robust vanilla and caramel notes, slightly smoky. The finish, long and full, perfect for easygoing sipping.
I agree with
Price
that.
on this bad Larry? You already said it.
I think this Bad Larry was like $90.
$89.99.
And again, the Booker's averages like that price up to like $115 a bottle, depending price wise where it's going. But this batch, that's the price point was $89.99.
Yeah.
$90. So it's actually
I think
a
it's a
decent
nice
price
bottle. Yeah.
for what you're getting out of it. I think it's very good. Definitely worth the price.
Yes.
There's some of them that I would say are not worth the price. This one, for the price point, is definitely worth it. You're getting a lot out of it.
Yep.
If you can find this Boston batch, there are some out there still. They're the old Dusties. They're out there on a shelf somewhere. If you want to go doing the hunt, which, is worth it in itself. I mean, I know you do it sometimes. You go out and you do the hunts, and, I go with the Bourbon Babe. We go out, and she just looks at me and goes, "What do you want to do today?" I'm like, "Let's go to some liquor." And she knows when I say, "Let's go to some liquor store," she means we're going to be driving all over the state of Massachusetts.
Or more.
Or more, possibly
text me,
outside.
"Hey, bud, going to New Hampshire tonight. What are you up to?" I'm like, I don't know yet.
I don't know yet. I wasn't planning on leaving the state.
But it is a quick drive for you.
Well, yeah. Well,
2 hours there, 2 hours
2 hours
back.
back, and that's the whole thing. Like, 2 hours doesn't seem like a lot for me anymore when I'm driving for stuff. It's just the average, honestly. And I know that the average liquor store that I go to is maybe like an hour and 20 minutes away, like for the furthest I go to right now. And there's some that I know when I go to because there's a specific range I'm looking for, and I'll go to that place because I know they'll have it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and there's obviously a lot close by us that I also hit up that have a good selection too. But if I want that kind of unusual and I know they'll have something different, it's usually the average drive range is about an hour and 20.
See, and for me is like about 15 minutes to Mucky's Liquors, which will be on Friday night.
Good tie-in.
Little
I like how
right
you
there.
did that. I was going to do that, but I was going to see if you were going to tie it in. I was going to, or I could just drive 15 minutes to Mucky's. It has a great selection, and I always pick a bottle.
I mean, we'll be there Friday night. We'll be signing bottles. We'll be signing shirts. We'll be signing anything you need me to. So,
anything you need him to. Tasted 5 different barrels from Buffalo Trace for our next barrel at the restaurant. Promise when we get this barrel. Yeah, sure, Jacob. I'm almost believing you. You told me that the last time.
Really good. This getting awesome. We'll get it. We'll get it.
It'll happen. It'll happen this time. I'm sure Jake will come through for us and get us a bottle of that bottle thing. Well, there you go. Grab a couple of bottles so we can share with the kinfolk.
I'll try.
Grab 3. 1 for us, 1 for them.
For us,
3 for them, 2 for them, 1 for us.
Do the math right. Figure it out.
Carry the 1. Carry the 1. 1 for us, 2 for the kinfolk.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So,
all right, folks, we're moving on to the Stagg Jr. batch number 14. This is another one that is one of those several releases a year. Usually 3 to 4, sometimes 5 releases a year, but usually a 4 release season. So every 3 months they have out a new release. This is batch 14. This is from last year.
And this goes quickly.
Yeah, this is one of those well, it does and it doesn't. If it's at the price point it's supposed to be at, it goes super fast. Okay. If it goes at the price point I've seen at some places, it just sits on the shelf and you can get that same one from 2018 that's still sitting there at $350. When I go into the place and I laugh at the guy every time I go in there.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's ridiculous. I would never pay that much for Stagg Jr.
We're high rollers, but not the high rollers.
That's not kind of a high roller. No, we're not. And I will tell you, never pay that much for a bottle of Stagg Jr.
1 week Old Crow, the next week Stagg Jr.
Old Crow $350. Stagg Jr. never more than $60.
That's it.
That's the rhyme.
That's where that's our region of pay.
Yeah, that's it right there, really. But yeah, this averages. I think the MSRP on these is like $59 a bottle. Okay. Which is perfect for it. It's right in that. But if you can find it for that, I've seen it all over the place in the hundreds, 300s. This one I think was, when I got this for kinfolk, was like $90 a bottle.
Oh, wow.
Which I will pay that for it. I will pay. That's about the top end of my price scale for this.
I was going to say that's up there.
It is up there, but I think it's worth it for what you're getting out of this one.
Yeah,
It's
Stagg
very-
Jr. always brings it to the table.
It brings it to the table.
Never
it
disappoints.
It never
Stagg
does
Jr.
disappoint. So get in on your Stagg Jr. people, and let's see what we're getting out of it.
Oh, we got a tip.
No, again, just a different nose altogether starting off.
It's candied right on the top.
You getting that sweet
cherry.
candied cherry.
That is fantastic.
And that's the Stagg Jr.
I think we drank it, and what I like the most so far, I'm like, oh wow, this is just getting better.
Now, mind you, we have tried. We have done several bottles of the George T. Stagg.
Yep.
Which is a barrel proof, also much like this.
Yeah.
But those are like specially held back for those once a year releases that we have been fortunate enough to try.
Yep.
And these are released quarterly, basically, really.
Okay.
So they are held back also, but it's for this. And they are always barrel proof. So you're going to get those up in those high proofing ranges, 130, 132 proof.
I'm getting like a honey, a maple.
Wow. I'm impressed that you're getting that much, that you're getting past the alcohol in this one, really.
Yeah.
Truly.
It's that candy note, and then once you bite in the candy, it's like then a little bit of honey, a little bit of
Faith. Syrup on the nose, pecans again, but with maple syrup. Okay.
ooh, pecans.
Someone else said maple.
Oh, maple.
John
Thanks,
said
friends.
fall in a glass.
Oh, maple was Johnny. Johnny, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Had to give him a shout out.
Who's John? Oh, okay.
Johnny Cook.
Oh, Johnny Cook.
When
All right,
we
all right,
thought
all right.
pregnant Katie was drinking.
Oh, right. Yes. No,
Too
she wasn't.
soon.
Too soon to
Can't
drink.
wait for that.
Yep.
Very
Good.
excited.
Congratulations there, both of you. Can't wait. Amos says maple also on there. Darren says lots of cherry. Bill Kitcher said, well, that's a burner, so he's already gone in for the sip.
I love Bill. Does not mess
He doesn't
around.
mess
I can't
around. He's
wait
like,
to meet
yeah,
Bill.
Bill goes,
Bill's like,
Yep, that's enough
all
of the
right,
stuff. Yeah,
I'm
let's get on
in.
that
I'm in.
palate. I'm in. I got to drink this right now.
I love
I've
it.
already gone past that.
A man that knows what he needs to do.
Yep, baby bump is sleeping while daddy sleeps.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you, sir. Enjoy it because you won't be sleeping much
Yeah.
longer.
Take time off your feet.
Yep, enjoy it right now. Enjoy your whiskey.
She's worked hard. They both.
She's worked hard.
Actually, Johnny did something awesome. I'm gonna give him a shout out. I'm gonna call him out. I don't even care. Johnny did the whole watermelon and like saran wrapped it around so he felt what she has to feel. I love that. I love when a guy
Wow.
does that. And did it for a full day. I love it. I
whole
saw
day
some
you
video.
did
Yeah.
it. Really?
Yeah.
Good for you,
on
sir.
Sunday, and I watched the videos and stuff. I loved it. I love that. Good job, Johnny. Now you deserve your sip of water.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, because he did it for a day?
Yeah, I mean, he worked hard.
Yeah, that's enough.
And then Katie's got a full plethora of fun, I know.
You know, she
When
has skin
gets that.
carrying that. That's
Yeah.
all internalized. You know, he had to wrap it up. You know how hot that is, wrapping saran wrap around your body? And then to cook a watermelon in your own man juices.
Man juices. Now that's a watermelon I don't think I want to taste.
Good for you, John Cook.
No, good to both of them. So happy for that. Awesome.
Baby, well, all right.
The juices, I can. That's a good line. That was good.
You know, women think they have it so hard.
Oh my
I can't tell you what it smelled like, but hot damn, that's good.
Oh, it smells great.
A lot of people saying that. Very good. Favorite of the three. We're already sipping. Faith's
sip?
in.
Michaela wants to know if you're going to wear a watermelon.
Yeah, you're gonna
her.
for her when you're ready.
Is there news that we need to be sharing?
Yeah, is there
I'm not-
news?
No, no
You're gonna be
news.
sporting your watermelon for our next live?
No. I mean, I could for the fans.
just
I'll
to
do
wear
it.
one.
I'll do it for Michaela. Of course I will.
All right.
But
You're a sweetheart. That is a nice nose on that one.
as long as it's a baby watermelon.
Yeah. Not a small.
I got like a
Seedless. A small
A
seedless,
seedless small, just
one. You know, like 4 pounds. 4 or 5 pounds.
Listen, I've been working to get my watermelon off. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't need to carry
No,
another.
the struggle's real, people. When you have a
Hard to
watermelon
keep it
already,
off. It's hard to keep it off.
it is hard to keep it off. I agree with you totally.
You get it?
Because pasta and bread calls to me all the time. Derek, eat me. Derek, don't worry about it. Carbs. A minute on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
Did you say?
Lines all
God.
Dude, amazing. I want that engraved on my headstone.
All right, folks, get into the Stagg. Let us know what you're getting out of there. We've got a lot of maples. We've got some barn burners going on there. But Faith says, I'm probably crazy, but tastes salty. Okay. Salty caramel. That's what I'm going to go with for Faith. A little salty caramel. The finish on this is amazing. Smooth, like ice cream.
I'd agree.
I'm going with
I really do like the texture sitting in my mouth right now. Very similar. I feel like you're coated, delicious. The flavors actually keep coming out, which is nice. I like being able to like lick around too. Are we still on bourbon?
Good Lord. How did we go so far off track, people? Let's see. Definitely a burner. Whoa. Who's that from? That's from Johnny Cook. Faith says, yeah, salt and caramel. Like that salty caramel.
Salted caramel pretzel.
Caramel, yeah.
A salted caramel pretzel.
I will agree with you on that.
Pop-Tarts now has a salted caramel pretzel Pop-Tart.
Really?
Swear to God, I want to pair it. I want to know.
Oh my God, so do I.
The man juices. This was pretty good.
The man. Wait, what's that comment? That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I think he meant to say it. Wait.
I don't know what he meant to say in the beginning there.
He said ick to begin with.
Oh.
He was clarifying.
Oh, he was clarifying. Juices. Oh, for the man juices comment. Gotcha. Not for the bourbon. That was for the man juices. Basting in Nick's man juice. That's what's going to happen when he puts on his watermelon.
I thought someone commented that. I was like, wow.
Totally get the salt. Bill Kitcher says, I worked for a grain company in Indiana when I was growing up. Wow.
Huh. Bill. Can't wait to pick your brains.
I know. Bill sounds like an interesting dude. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
On Friday at Mucky's from 4 to 7
p.m. He might
p.m.
be coming. I don't know. He might be.
He said he's going to come. Tracy, they're going to roll out. They're going to come see us.
What's happening Friday?
We're going to be at Mucky's. I don't know if you know that. From
plans.
4 to 7 p.m. Yeah, you have plans. Yes, that night. We're going to be
thing we're doing?
Yes, the thing.
With our bottles.
With
the
whiskey blend with Mucky's.
At Mucky's Liquors. In Rainham.
No, Lakeville.
Lakeville. It's on 44.
It is on Route 44.
It's right on the line.
It is. It is right on the line.
It's not
right,
too far.
No, it isn't. It's like, I have the address in our link on our Facebook page.
So do I.
And I don't know what it is right now, so sorry, folks. You'll have to go see that. 13.
I can't.
13 Harding Road. That's exactly it. 13 Harding Road is the name of it.
How do you remember that?
I read it.
Yeah, she saw it once and it's there. And we are a supplier of corn to Jack Daniels. Wow. All right. Very cool. Bill Kitcher is an interesting dude.
Wow. I'm actually getting like a popcorn note in here in the nose.
Okay. With a new puppy. A new pupper? You got a new puppy? Oh, wow. Tony D'Agostino.
Yeah, like a...
Sadie's going to be upset. She's not going to be there.
Johnny with the maple vanilla. I'm right there.
Right.
It's right next to the Rainham.
Go car shopping after. It's on the Rainham Auto Mile. Yeah, it's right up from the Auto Mile. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe go car shopping, then come for tasting.
Yeah, don't do.
Where were you?
Don't go for that. I was doing the tasting over at Mucky's. Now I'm here to buy a brand new $50,000 car.
Have you tried Cleveland Underground?
Maple vanilla, 1 cube, to cool it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Johnny on that. The maple vanilla, I love it. This is delicious.
It is very good. Again, the Stagg Jr., if you can find it, this is one of those ones when you're out there. The hype is huge on these. Yeah. And to find it, it's not going to usually be out on the shelf. You're going to have to ask. Usually, a lot of places keep this behind and under the counter.
Yep.
And you kind of have to be a regular
to know about
not even to know about it, for them to actually break it out.
Oh.
It's kind of one of those ones they only get so much of an allotment of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll get like X amount of bottles, and they kind of save it for their regulars. They don't, because their regulars are what are in there all the time, and there's the people that bounce around looking, always hunting, always looking for stuff. Same thing with like the Blanton's on that kind of a range where you go in, you go, hey, do you have any Stagg Jr.? They go, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm all out. But if you're a regular, and they go, yeah, Stagg Jr., and they reach under, they grab the bottle out, they go, here you go, and they slide. It's the secret bottle. And that's why when you go into liquor stores, you gotta ask, because a lot of times they don't have these out, because a lot of times these are like stolen a lot off the shelf and whatnot. So they don't keep them out on the shelves because they're so allocated and wanted that a lot of times people will steal them. So there goes those notes, whatever. They are.
I think that was the next notes.
Nope, those are over here.
Thank God.
We're good. We're good with the notes. But so yeah, just ask. Don't be afraid to ask at the places that you do go to what they may have.
And usually we cover too the bigger bottles come season time to like what to locate, because I don't know. You're the one who told me usually around Christmas time. I think you told me here are the bottles to go start looking for.
Well, everything
right?
has a different. It usually now, we do the hunting season, and we say it usually starts about September. Hunting season starts.
Really? It's that early?
The rare whiskey hunting season starts in
I
September,
think it was like
and
November.
that's when the first one that comes out is the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. Comes out in September. That's
good
that.
stuff.
That starts the hunting season. If you can
okay.
find those out anywhere, grab it up. It's
Yep.
going to be more than the $100 that with MSRP. It's probably going to run you $200-$300 a bottle.
But the birthday bourbon's always really
The
good.
birthday bourbon is so
like
good.
really good.
I mean, I sat at a liquor store, getting the birthday bourbon that we got, and I was there for like 3 hours, just talking the guy down to the price that I wanted to pay for it. Yeah. He was like, "Is this like Pappy Van Winkle?" I said, "It's released once a year." Yeah, and if you don't know it and you own a liquor store, you shouldn't be selling it.
Questioning
me
the
when
customer.
I'm telling you how much I'm going to pay for it. So it's that price range, and to get a bottle of it, I was very fortunate, and I was able to grab a bottle of the birthday bourbon, and I'm so fortunate I did. But and to find it around here, it's so hard. There's only so many places that may get it in, and they may get like one bottle and they raffle it off, and so it's one of those specialty bottles. But it starts in September, hunting season. Remember that. That's when it starts. September.
Want me to get our hats?
We're gonna have to. We're gonna get our hats out. That's when it starts. Ooh, like a super caramely note right now.
No, it's so good.
Wow.
Everything about the Stagg Jr. on the nose. If it's been sitting a while, you're now gonna notice that the flavors coming out in the nose. I mean, even in the palate, it's delicious.
It is
so delicious
very
from
good.
whiskey, but the nose is just. I could sit here and sniff this all night.
Again, okay, so we get the Stagg Jr. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 130.2 proof, 65.1% alcohol. The age, it can't be. No, that's not the right age. The age is undisclosed on this one. So I just, when I was doing the notes, I know that's wrong. The mash bill is undisclosed. Again, they really don't release it. Distillery is Buffalo Trace. The parent company is Sazerac. George T. Stagg built the most dominant American distillery of the 19th century, during that time known as the Gilded Age of Bourbon. The uncut and unfiltered, this robust bourbon whiskey ages for nearly a decade and boasts the bold character that is reminiscent of the man himself. The man, the myth, the legend.
There you go.
So on the nose, you get brown sugar, honey, pecan, maple, which a lot of people did say. And I think nuttiness was also in there.
Yep.
Thick oak, and it's beautifully rich.
Okay.
On the palate is a dark brown sugar, rich vanilla, thick oak, dark cherry, apple, thick and syrupy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
The finish is vanilla, sugary oak, dark chocolate, which I find interesting.
Yep. You know what? I'm not going to sit there and say, I knew it, because I didn't know it. The problem
Light
was
maple.
I knew something was going on there that I couldn't figure out what it was.
Okay.
Maybe it was chocolate.
Light maple, ample heat, that proofing, and rich and long tasting.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Out of all the ones, it's the one
this
that
was
lasts the
definitely
longest.
lasted the longest.
You're
Definitely,
getting
I
the
agree.
most flavor from. Derek, how would you rate all three? Where'd you go?
Well, let's get to the price on this puppy.
All right.
Well, we already talked about.
I know,
price,
that's
right?
why I was like,
MSRP is $60.
Yeah,
I
I
paid
would say-
$90 bottle for this.
I would say I was gonna say 85 because when I went to the Cape, I saw this bottle and it was $85.
Oh, dude,
there,
grab
so-
all day long.
I know.
$85. It's
Yeah,
a grab.
I would buy
day
this
long.
any day of the week because a lot of the bottles you see out there, they're either on the lower price and then they're just outrageous, right?
Yep.
This is really right where it should be, and it's delicious. And this is a bottle you can sit there and say, well worth 80, whatever it is, $90. You know, it's like you can share it with people. You're gonna have a good time, and it's absolutely delicious. So.
Who's this? Birthday bourbon.
That's Johnny.
Oh, that's Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I mean,
Showing $800 to $1,000.
that's if
Yeah,
somebody's
it's
trying to
crazy.
sell it. You know,
secondary market pricing.
Yeah. But when if you can get it right when it releases, that's what Derek was talking about. It's a little bit.
If you can find it, if a place is selling it, I mean, even above, a little bit above MSRP, I'll give you $250 for a bottle of the birthday bourbon. I think it's worth it for that. You know, it's a limited release. You're getting it. It's a one-time, once-a-year release, which makes it different than anything else you're going to try. And it's worth buying a bottle once to say you've actually tried it and you've had it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know, if you ever see it out, if you can't find a bottle, if you see a place that actually has it, definitely worth the taste on it, a try to buy a dram of it. Definitely. I would definitely purchase some of that. Crazy people markup. Yeah, the markup is ridiculous on it. Definitely agree. Okay, folks, so let's rate these. What is your rating on them? What you gonna put 1, 2, and 3? The Stagg Jr., the Murray Hill Club, or the Bookers? Where's your placing on all of these that we just tried this evening?
Add water.
Water, huh?
So, folks, when you're adding water at home, we know in the last sip along we gave you a little pipette. If you don't have that, we're taking a water bottle. We're taking the cap of it. We're pouring a little bit in the cap and just dumping it in. You just want a little bit to open it up a little bit. I actually think it's helping a lot with Stagg Jr.
So Jeff Ravad says he likes the Stagg Jr., the Murray Hill, and then the Bookers last.
Okay,
so Stagg Jr. is coming out. Jared Alves likes the Bookers is number 1 for him. Mike Noons, Stagg, Bookers, and the Murray Hill Club.
Okay. What would you do?
The thing is that each one is so different from the others. I really think they are, while they're all top shelf, they all are separated in their own category, I do think. Because I do like the high proofs and stuff and whatnot. Honestly, Bookers, Stagg, and then the Murray Hill. That's my... Okay. I like the Bookers the best out of these 3 right now. I'm digging the Bookers.
What was it about the Bookers?
It was the flavors.
Yep.
While in the proofing to it, but the proofing wasn't like punchy in the face proofing.
Yeah.
It was high, but you could still work through it and get all the flavors out of it. So that's really why I really enjoyed that Bookers more than anything else.
Okay. I personally would go Stagg Jr., then the Bookers, and then over to
the Murray Hill. I think that's a lot. You're going with a lot of what our fans are saying right now.
I think the thing is that these two are very similar. This one's not everlasting, and this one to me is. So I'm finding that the Stagg Jr. just has a nice mouthful. It's everlasting. You're getting flavors throughout. I can keep going back and sipping on it and keep experiencing a better flavor. The water actually helped it too. It didn't kill it.
No,
if you watch our blinds, we always do H2O, H2 no. And then when you go down to the Bookers, I find that the Bookers, the H2O, it did help it, but the Bookers also starts once you start getting to the climax, it just falls flat, just dies. And honestly, the last, it is what it is.
The Murray Hill is good for what it is.
It's good, but I rated it low in my praise because I felt that it was good, but it just didn't bring it to that next level that these two do.
Everyone is almost on board with you. Stagg Jr. is the number 1 for almost everybody.
Okay.
Going across the board.
You and your brother.
Except me and my brother have Bookers first. Me and my brother. We're the
outliers.
In your household. It's just the outliers on that one. Now melted very smooth.
Yeah.
They were all very good. Folks, while you're watching us right now, put down in the comments down below what you would like us to do for the next month's live for in July.
Oh yeah,
because me and Nick are at a
my birthday month.
It's in Nick's birthday month, and we don't know what to do. We're kind of tossed up.
We have no idea.
We have zero ideas.
You're saying we tossed ideas.
We didn't. The idea we tossed around was, hey, what are we doing next month?
What should we do?
What should we do?
We looked at each other and I said, let's
put down in the comments what you would like maybe to see next month.
Yeah.
And whoever whatever we get for the most of, we'll go with that. We'll put it out again, but. We're looking at the 21st of the month next. It's a Wednesday night, 21st, I believe it is, for the next live. But we just need some ideas because honestly, me and Nick are tapped out, man. We're done. Yeah. We've done a lot, and we've got a lot coming up.
We've done the
so
groups.
Let us know what you want us to. Do you want a Scotch? Do you want more bourbons? Do you want Irishes? Do you want to see some Japanese? let us know what you want. Put it down in the comments down below so we can, help the kinfolk out. What they want to try. Something different, something new. You know what I mean? And it's a great way to try something different. That's the beauty of what we do here.
And I think there's no wrong answer for this.
No, there isn't.
Too.
There really isn't a wrong
comment,
answer.
let it. You know what? If you saw a bourbon, a whiskey, a scotch, an Irish, whatever, in the store, and you were like, I really want to try that, throw it in the comments because we might choose it. Now, someone did just throw out John Geza.
John Rise?
Geza?
Guys,
Gaza?
I don't know. I get yelled at.
I don't want to
Guys or
disrespect
Giza?
somebody's last name.
I don't know.
But John said, or Rise. We actually have not done a full
We haven't
Rise.
done a full rye episode.
Yeah,
we
covered
I don't think
Scotland,
we've
covered
covered
Ireland.
them. We have never done Rise.
But we've
Rise
never
is
done
an
Rise.
interesting kind of a take on it.
Maybe
John?
that's the one.
It's got 3 likes on it already. And
Oh.
agreed what John said. Rise.
So if you think
All right,
Rise,
so
maybe
Rise.
you're
Oh, wait,
interested
somebody
in
else.
it,
See ya, Muckies.
comment below. I'm going to tell you right now.
Giza.
I hate Rise.
Oh, okay, so there it is. That's
we
how
need
you
some
pronounce
fun
it.
Rise.
It is John Giza.
Giza.
Giza. All right, thank you, John.
Giza. I like that name. It's a nice name.
Like the pyramids. John Pyramid? The Giza Pyramid. It's Giza's. The Giza.
The John Pyramids.
The John Pyramids? Is that what they...
Listen, my education was a strong education.
John
I
says,
swear by it.
rise for the win. Okay, well, maybe, I think, rise is an interesting take. I kind of like that one. We haven't done rise.
Honestly, we have not done
We have
Rise.
never done rise.
That could be fun.
That could be really fun. That could come up with some pretty,
You know what? Come see us Friday night. Mucky's Liquors in Lakeville on the border of Rainham. Come help us pick out the Rise.
French,
Let's
Japanese.
do it.
Oh, all right.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe they come, give their input on the Rise that we should choose. Mucky's has a great selection.
They do. They really do have a
They
good
might have the
selection.
right rye that we say, that's the one to use. Or maybe someone comes and says, no, go Scotch.
Go Scotch.
Go small.
3 different Johnny Walkers. Ooh, Johnny
Peerless.
Walkers. So see, like Mike Newman
Oh,
was saying,
Johnny
go with the
Walkers.
Johnny Walkers. Do a couple of different one of those. Or 3 ryes would be good also. So he's along with the ryes also.
Okay.
So we've got a little bit of rye.
Oh,
action.
Darren's saying mixed drinks. He's throwing out, he wants cocktail
John
night.
wants a cocktail night.
He wants a cocktail
Angel's
night.
Envy rye is almost a must. So good. I agree with you. The Angel's Envy is always good. It's always a high rye. Oh, there's so many possibilities. Oh boy, John, you started such a thing right now.
I love this. This was probably the best thing we could have. This is why we asked you guys.
4th of July, America. That's
Yeah.
right. 4th of July is coming up, folks. We're working up on that date.
Tony's coming up with a Nikki Frisky recipe.
Nikki Frisky, I love it.
Ooh.
Darren, what whiskey goes with
But
Clark's
Tony, you
chicken
have to know
sandwiches?
who I am. You can't just make a Nikki Frisky and not know who I am.
Yeah, I think they pretty much know who you are.
They might.
Yeah, I think they do.
For Tony to know me without knowing me, I can't wait.
Jared Alves is along with
Tony
the
and I are
Rise.
going to do a huge embrace. It's going to be big.
Jeff Ravod says Mick
And then we're going to talk about chickens.
chickens,
and eggs.
chickens, and the Nikki's Frisky. Maybe
my
you could
dozen
have
eggs.
a chicken.
Maybe that's the name of his next chicken.
Frisky.
Nikki.
Nikki. I don't know. They're come pre-named really because Sadie gave him 3 chicks that were pre-named already.
So, folks, if you haven't already, and you had a good time tonight, maybe you didn't. Share with your friends, though, and do us a favor. We love doing this with all of you. We love doing this not only tonight, every Wednesday, once a month, but we also love doing this every day. Sharing in the Facebook group, talking about this. This is what we live for. We both love this. Bourbon Bait Becca loves this. We have a great time. Join if you haven't. Share with your friends. And we super appreciate all of our fans for doing this so far. It's been a really awesome ride.
We'll see how you guys are.
Well, because
in the near future.
you know
Just
what?
so
Then
far, we've liked you.
So far, it's been okay. Could be better. So rude of me.
That was like, so far we've liked what you've accomplished as a group of people. We'd like to really. You could all step it up a little bit.
That's totally not what I meant. This is why you know it's alive, because I'm like, no, yikes.
That's amazing.
Totally not what I meant. No, we really appreciate everything you guys have all done for us. No, it's not. I'm done talking.
Step it up.
I'm out.
Step
Enjoy
it up,
your Stagg
kinfolk.
Jr. The other one's Stagg.
Yeah, enjoy your
What if I
Stagg Jr.
ruin the whole studio?
Hey, folks, as
Break
always,
cable.
like, subscribe, join our Facebook group. Come on board. We do these monthly. Get your samples when we get them out. We do that every month, and we're glad that every one of you is here. No matter what Nick says, I'm glad to have you here.
God, I'm so sorry. I did not mean this offensively. I was so heartfelt, and then it just apparently was awful.
It just went off the tracks. It was terrible.
And go watch our shorts. Our shorts are hilarious. We record a few more today. Honestly, they just keep getting better and wilder.
Jesus.
Than I think
Jeff
even us can expect.
Yeah, I know.
Today was nuts, honestly.
Jeff wants more bands and perhaps a light show.
I want us to come on with like the rock band, like pretend.
You know, I really do. I know that everybody wants Molly back. You know, I mean that she was great. Awesome. She was amazing. Awesome. We can't wait to have her back on. We've already locked her up.
We have people begging us for a live
laser show
in person. Ooh, we could get pyros. Live in person
light them off in here in the apartment.
Shows or hangouts. And we've talked about it, and it's not out of the picture. So if you're interested, let us know. Talk about it in the group with us.
Yeah, definitely,
folks. We appreciate all of you.
And we really do. And thank you so much for tonight. Yeah. And here's hoping that everyone finds a little bit of luxury
in otherwise ordinary life.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care, kinfolk.
Later.